So with 70 million there and thereabout in the budget, we are still scouting high and wide for some Leeds United players. Got to be specific with who we buy, as we've got 5 or 4 days left of the window after, of course, his Southampton game, which we start today with. 7th in the league, 1 win, 1 defeat, a humiliating 1 to 3rd place Newcastle. Jesse Marsch, the old manager, has broken talks down with managing the team we play today. This is the team we're going to go with as well. A lot of tired faces because we've needed to rotate. We'll put it all in against the Geordies. As the result before the deadline is a win. Jorginho, Rutter and Christiansen just phase out Dolberg's first goal. As we finally get Ian Pervader leaving the club as well. How small is he? Rangers, he'll walk through the door and they won't even see him coming. And the board want one young player signing, so we are going to go for that. It's not the greatest, but Kaiki from UD Almeria, where Bogus is on loan. He's had a word with him, he's gone, Leeds United is such a good club, you should definitely go to it. So, we're going to be signing the 19-year-old. We can steal him as well for 4.4 million. What a deal this could be if we could get him on a small wage as well. He's on 8,000 a week for a Premier League club. 8,000 even for a youngster is perfect. Board happy, us happy. We're all ready to go into this season. I mean, I'll keep on looking for players on deadline day. On deadline day, a bidding for Rodrigo. Now, I love the guy. He did score some goals last season, but not enough to put up with Rutter and Bamford, and I don't want an unhappy large squad. We will let him go. Feel comfortable in letting him go this season compared to last. Goodbye, Rodrigo. Almost burst out into song there. Going to Will Still's team. And Alfie McCalmont's left as well. 1 million. Leicester City offering Dennis Pratt and a bit of money for Joe Gelhardt, but I don't want to let that youngster go. And Charlie Cresswell, with the addition of Kaiki, is allowed to go out on loan. And the final hour passes. There was a late bid in from Napoli for Rutter, but it was like 15 million, so I just laughed. Couple after the bell, but it's too late. Why didn't you just do it earlier? It's funny as well, because I would have accepted each and every single one of those. Even further bids coming in, like Butcher from Milan, Struijk from Brentford, and Lewis Bate does leave. He's going to the Blades. Good riddance. It was never going to be part of my squad, as it's Tottenham up first, who are a point above us, but we follow it up with a difficult one in the Europa League. We're going to be reaching like the front of November today, so I think we're going to be playing, I think we've got to play Tottenham. We've got to play Man United and Stade Rennais, but then that's just a lot of simulation. Maybe we highlight Tottenham, because United's more important. We'll figure it out as we go along, as always. We're at the toilet bowl. Tottenham's new stadium. No tifo, no nothing. Tyler Adams leading Leeds to glory. I know we'll win this game as no Kulusevski's got a bit of pressure. Near post. Why do I ever open my mouth? Regret doing YouTube because it requires me to talk into stupid scenarios like that. With the improvement of our squad, I thought we'd be better than them just running through Son. Should have scored as Bamford with a bit of a dummy there. He gives it into Jack Harrison. Our first attack already bottled. Still a corner ball. Butcher to whip that over. Kenny Danzo tried to get underneath. We'll just go straight out to the corner taker. Butcher. That's a ball in towards Patrick. Bamford just spun off his head awkwardly. This time it's met. Into the second half we go, and Harry Kane, him and Son just have the best friendship in the world. Oh, friends! Goal for Son this time. 2-0 down to Tottenham. No time really for a comeback. Nope, Miranda won the ball, and the final whistle went 2-0 Spurs. We've travelled to London and just turned into typical Leeds in London. And after some long and hard thinking, this will be our squad to go into the Europa League. It's good to have just rotations going and fully fit. Meslier has to stay in goal with the Spanish midfield, apart from Butcher, who will surely learn the language from them two, just knocking on behind him. Stade Rennais first, got the French striker against the French team. Let's go out there and pick up the points. Les points. That's how I should have said it. Les points. Oh, it's all tight in the group as well. Look at that. I mean, no one's played, but everyone's level. Go on, Rutter. Go on, lad. Just absolutely tear into him. Tear into Terrier, who's on the wing. Or Terrier. Of course, Leeds have a bit of a rivalry with Huddersfield Town, so yeah, maybe it's revenge for their nickname. I'm clutching at straws. As they've got to run straight through Garassi. Don't concede the first goal. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do in the Europa League? It's Mini Ronaldinho or whatever the bloody hell his name was. Scoring for Reniers. Ellen Road will be silenced on its big day. Allowed Garassi just to drag that back in the middle and Meslier no chance. Come on, Leeds back into it as captain for the night. Stuart Dallas, who we put at the back, now injured. So Luke Ayling will have to go on. Oh no, we're going to go for Cooper and move Struijk to left back. Is that the most sensible thing? No, I won't change the middle. I'll go for Ayling on that left-hand side. Or Christiansen, actually. Better weaker fourth. Here he is down the wing with Jack Harrison, who, whoa, keeps the ball in play tremendously. Mark Rocker, instantly level, please. That's Rutter on the ball. Rutter had an option behind. Everyone's let it run back to Rocker. What was that? Anyway, Christiansen on that left foot of his. Not a bad cross with the weaker one. Butcher with the header. Rutter looking for the angle. Oh, testing Almda. Good tester as Butcher. Ball over the top towards Max Wober. Big Willy now heads that back into Butcher again. Go on, just dive at that ball. Getting closer as don't tell me we've got another injury. I think there was someone down in the middle of the park. I think it was Butcher as we've gone to try and squeeze that through to Rutter. I fear for our chances. He's going to have to come off. I don't want him missing for the league as Rutter. Maybe if we get level again, which we should have done, I could have actually felt okay taking him off. And another ball through onto Garassi. If it's two, which Meslier stops, it would have been over. The youngster in goal is now captain of the club. Butcher off. Somerville on. And what is the point in having a man on the line? 2-0 Reniers, a complete collapse. Lovro Maya with it. Oh, the Leeds United faithful must be getting furious. Harrison is now playing in attacking midfield. He can't even squeeze a ball through there. As formations all over the place. As performances. Get diving in, lad. As Rutter. A goal before half-time may give us a bit of confidence. This has reached Willy Gnoto. He's been terrible today. That's a ball into Christiansen, though. Sneaking into the back post. Leeds fans, let's wind this up now. Let's go. I'm getting excited by one goal. This is Europa League. Leeds United's first goal. Get in! Going into half-time, the Great Dane has been superb this season. Let's have Reniers. As long as they don't score first, we should be okay. Pascal Struijk takes Terrier down with a whimper. There's Bellarabi, the captain, with a pass-through right there, and Wober just giving them free kicks, you know, just to push them to the win. I desperately want to give this competition a go, as that's a ball into Gyasi. That's a horrendous tackle, Pascal Struijk. Yellow card, but I thought it could have been a red. Completely disregarded the ball. Took the man out. Reniers with a big chance against Simeone's men. Europa League not looking good, bro. Just calm down, though, because Meslier does not have the save in his locker. Terrier scores it. 3-1. Leaking goals for fun a little bit too much now. That's how many goals conceded. Meslier stops another. If this continues, we might have to change the formation, as here's Dan James using the pace. He will get his chance at Leeds United. Wastes it here, though. Still, we do win the ball back, and James with a disguise ball through onto Mark Rocker. A good move, starting from him, and Jack Harrison, top in. The game's on again. All Leeds aren't we, as Tyler Adams, the captain for the main squad, there's just giving him a gap. Here he is, Tyler Adams, pulling that back. Still going, Jack Harrison. On a turn in the middle of the park. Rutter with a good run. If we could get a leveller, that would be nice. Jorginho, Rutter! Down the middle, solves the riddle. 3-3 in the first Europa League game. Leeds go marching on. It won't be a win, but it's Rutter getting a goal. Alemda, I think he's the young goalkeeper, should have done better. And he will be happy with a point now. Don't lose this game. Christiansen took out by his own man. Dan James to get it away from danger. What an entertaining game for the neutral. And Leeds United's return to Europe. And it's not good for our Stewie. ACL injury he picked up, which will sit him out for 7 months. Poor as Cameron Butcher for 5 days. I'm not going to say anything about how important a player is to us compared to another one, but it's good to have Butcher, I'll say that. Aronson, Sinistera and Gnoto, with Bamford all forced back into this game in the league. This one's against Stoke. Met a nice guy on the train today from Stoke, as the results are 1-1 draw. Edwards and Sinistera back in the team with a goal. Schelde made his Leeds United debut as well, the left back from Norway. As the other Norwegian, Klassen, will go out and loan to Cremonese when next season starts. As Tyler Adams, he's happy being back in the team because of Dallas's injury, and he gets his armband back. I gave it to Stewie Dallas just to see how we'd do. Still a relatively strong team, but one of the weakest we've actually played. Bit of a Opposite to what I just said, however, there's the likes of Dan James, Rutter, all starting this game against Reading. The Royals in the cup before the derby as well. We've got to consider we have a derby straight after as a player's leaving. Mateo Josef has agreed with LA. I do hope Radu and Joe Gelhard are given a chance off the bench. I just wanted to put the strongest team out first as a 2-1 win. Somerville came on. Rutter, Harrison and Levy. And Radu very happy. Just wanted to say we're really pleased to be involved. I think that's good. And Somerville happy. Happy squad, happy results. And overall fitness slightly goes out of the window when picking the team for Man United. It's the strongest the one that we do have. Only one player outside of the 80 rated, and I am very much looking forward to it. A weird change. Willy Gnoto is out, and James is on the bench because trying to get that little edge with using an ex-Manchester United player. I mean, it was so weird how that move just happened. So weird how it's so dark, and I don't like playing in the dark. I don't like playing in the dark away from home. It's just written in the stars for them winning. A very decent team. Anthony, Immobile and Sancho. Still, Anthony's face is just switched forever. Rashford benched is an interesting one as we've passed it straight to us. The defence I've rather gone unchanged with, which is a surprise to even myself because we're leaking goals for fun. Still, I believe if we keep the ball up the other side of the field with different strikers, they can't score. Hence going for this pressing tactic. Butcher winning the ball back. He won us the derby in season number 1 along with Bamford. Memories as here he is again looking for Christensen. Giro Immobile was a weird buy as Christensen. He's left the ball behind him. He had a decent run on there, but he's still done. Casemiro. He's been tackled, though, by Alex Telles. Stretching Mondo to their back line as Christensen into Jack Harrison. That's round the corner into Mark Rocker. I see Bamford. I see you. Patrick Bamford. He's got the gap. He's got the header. It's got saved. Chino Immobile from range for United. It was actually quite difficult for Meslier there. Alex Telles into Martinez. Martinez, Casemiro, Coates. It's off the crossbar and in. Man United even take a lead now in this big game, and it's the Uruguayan old man. As always, it's Leeds United to find a way to concede and concede in the worst way possible. A deflection off Rocker. Relatively good start, but I think it will be us behind at half-time. Rocker, hopefully that ain't a bad injury. Fred with a bad tackle. Referee gives him the yellow. Maybe one attack left for us. We're going to run at Emi Martinez, or Lisandro Martinez that is. We're not running at the keeper yet. Now we're one-on-one with De Gea and opened his body up. He still couldn't catch it. More bobbles on the ball than in Luke Ayling's hair bun as the score 1-0 United. Get straight back into it as no. Where are these injuries coming from? Patrick Bamford's gone down. Shocking. Rutter is on the bench. If he gets injured, Joe Gelhart trusted up front. It's like Leeds in real life again. But Bamford's on his feet, which is a positive. He's even got the ball here. And he's been took out again by Casemiro. Ref, have a word. Mark Rocker. Rocker is getting it out to this side here. Harrison was going to come off momentarily, but he could get an assist. Poor cross for us here, liking. Kind of glad I'm taking him off now. It's going to be James to come on. Close as Unai Vencedor, another player that was subbed on. What a tackle from the Spaniard. It's into Butcher. He's missed. He's missed it. How has De Gea kept it out? Got to be fatigue as Unai Vencedor now on to Butcher again. Butcher's just allowed to jog that a little bit. On to Dan James. Dan James, can he link up with the man who came on with him? Rutter! He's off the post and hit the back of David. Sinisterra still going to try and force something good. Man at the back post. It can't even meet him. The cross is blocked onto Tyler Adams. That's a good ball out though to Dan James. 5 minutes left. Rutter on to Adams. Come on, take a leveler now, please. Hergé's come onto the field for a very tired Miranda. What a ball! That's it to Brendan Aronson. Of course he don't score it. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming he's missed that. As the header from Sinisterra to David De Gea. They tell you you need luck in football. And Man United has been gifted it all today. Danny Olmo into the middle. And there's Immobile. There it is. If you would have looked at this game from outside as a neutral and said Man United won it 2-0, you must have been put in a mental asylum. Terrible game. Bamford out for 4 weeks. The news keeps coming in positively. We deserve to be so much lower than 11th with how the games have gone, with the goals we've conceded. Put us in the bottom 3. Do we improve it in the Europa League? No words. No words. Leeds United are the laughing stock of England. How hard we fought for Europa League football last year. We'll be bottom of the group. Yep, bottom. Stade Rennais, Genk, and FCSB all finding a way above us. If you guys could please drop any comments. Come on, people, come forward. How do we change this up? Is it formation? Is there a certain player that we're missing that would make it a lot better? Brentford are on 2 points. You can see the team we're putting out. A tired Rutter up front. We're going to play a different game, so Brentford's going to beat us 2-1. Aaron Hickey, the right back, scoring them both. What's going on? And who do we have next to try and stop the rot? I'll show you in a minute. Desperately trying to get Gabby out as we have Manchester City. We're in 13th in the league now. 4 defeats, only 2 wins. I mean, we're at Ellen Road. It's not been going well here recently as well. This is where we lost to Brentford, but get the fans back on side and get building. And hold that phone. Rutter should I say, has a penalty here against Edison. If we don't score this, I don't know what's up with us. This rot's turning into a very concerning one. The Sinisterra, ball on the edge of the box. The Colombian wants the party to go on. Gets it round the corner. Into Juan Miranda. Ball driven. Quite close. There's a free kick. This is a shooting one, you know. João Cancelo's still in the wall. Don't know what he's doing there. But we've started really well here against, of course, the league champions. Can we sneak that in? We beat them last time. That's hit Asensio. Calvin Phillips playing against us. We don't want him scoring. Good move. Bernardo Silva scores against us, though. Their first chance, their first shot, their first goal. As expected, really. City coming at us again, though. Asensio into Phil Foden. Gap. Too much of a gap. He's one of the upcoming world's best players, and we don't mark him. We're getting no chances at the moment, however. Just kick that back, Woba. It was off balance, and the game is 2-0 to City. On to an all-important Europa League clash now. We are going to simulate that one. Simulate Liverpool and play Ghent the second time. Or maybe we sim this first one. As Darko Gyabi has left the club. Get in. Finally, we don't have to focus on loaning him out for the 2 years, as everyone is over 80 rated now. This squad should absolutely pummel Genk. We're surprisingly making no changes because I want this team to put it right. Simeone's drilling his players and they win, but Sinisterra sent off. Did he forget he got booked and took his shirt off or something after the goal? Because it's straight after the goal. Rutter with the first. At least we've repaid them fans that did take the travel over to Belgium. On to the Canaries, Norwich City away at Carabao Road next as well. Interesting, and a relegation game. One change as well, which is Aronson coming in for the youngster Butcherer. Simeone loves Butcherer. Don't worry, I've heard from inside sources, but he just does need to give him a rest for this next one. Aronson, can he prove himself against what should be an easy team in our league? No, because we've drawn, and the Leeds league form just doesn't step up. Hey, at least we've got Patrick Bamford coming back into the picture. Maybe could start against Liverpool. And as some of you may expected, we're not going with a strong team. Not at all. I know it's the FA Cup and we want to do well, or the Carabao I think it is, which is actually pretty pointless. It's the round of 16, but I'm not bothered. I'd rather focus on other competitions. But we win. Aronson actually scores in Somerville. Maro Jr. I'm guessing they're not taking it seriously, but Trent and Carvajal were playing, and Royce. We beat Liverpool. Up the lads. Man City, Norwich, Burnley, Newcastle, Southampton, Spurs and West Ham. Never mind though, because we're going out. We've drawn Manchester City. Leeds love it the hard way. And in another relegation battle game, we actually win against Watford. Good work. They'll probably sack the manager over that. Rutter, Sinisterra and Christiansen, the 3 players on form this year, as we actually went 1-0 down. Good time to hit a little bit of form before the midweek game. A very important one, because Ghent are the only team below us. We want to catch up with Renier, so we still have to play again. I think we play FCSB again, so maybe I don't need to worry just yet. Maybe that actually equals me simming this game as well, so then I can play Leicester City at the King Power just to try and reignite the league form permanently. The one change is I'm going to put Dan James in again, just because he was a little bit unhappy before this one. I'm liking how he's playing as well. I'm actually liking how Aronson's playing. Yep. You heard me right. So again, a quick sim, but we're going to play the next game against Leicester. It's a 2-2 draw. Hey, Dan James scoring in this lineup, and Christiansen yet again. 5 goals and second top scorer already in this team. Brilliant. Our chance to catch up in the league, as Yannick Vestergaard, a bid came in from Benfica. I did accept that. He was that stalwart that we brought in, that experienced veteran, but no use for him. When we travel to his old club here, there's a couple of rotations. Cresswell in that defence? Oh, I mean, they're a bit aging. Swear I saw Nicolas Pepe in that lineup. Come on, let's get going. Christiansen. He's got space. Can he get 6 goals? It hits Harry Souttar. Close, but not close enough as Hamza Chowdhury. He's been on loan at bloody Watford as Jamie Vardy strikes wide. Another player that must be ancient as a ball into Jack Harrison. A club that continuously tries to get this guy, as now it's into Butcherer. Butcherer spins that away. Christiansen to deliver that ball into Rutter. He's got some neck muscles, that lad. Getting close as Jamie Vardy got a gap. He uses Badawi. What a tackle from Juan Miranda. That was as good as a goal for me. I mean, we have found a permanent left back in his first season, so I'm very happy with that as Dan James over the top. He's still in the team. What a header down to Butcher. And Butcher to run with the ball here at his feet. Butcher. Strike. What a goal from our youngster. He is the just shining star in this team. That is some strike from us, number 14. As clean as you like. Top bins. Top bins' league form hopefully back on. Put the contract down on the table. Slap it down. Simeone, put a number down. Leeds United are back. Still a half to go, like, because here's Rutter. Rutter, go for it. Ooh. The Elements now arrived off the bench as he might have been on in the first half. I don't know. I didn't really notice him. Harrison, you need to get rid of that. Terrible ball inside. Jamie Vardy. Good save, Meslier. Good players. Aaron Cresswell. This is Leicester's moment. Max Wober not getting on it. Aaron Cresswell. Good block. Fighting for everything we can get as Harrison allowed to drive forward, round the corner, into Patrick Bamford. What a tackle, man. We're a bit of a worldie as well, so it'd be a bit unsatisfying just to win by a worldie. It feels less deserved than just a complete goal, which we could have here. Dan James finds Adams. Tap that in. Harrison for 2. That's more like it. Jackie boy. Jack and Bamford. Jack and Patrick. What a combination. Final minute here in the game. We'll take this 2-0 win away from home as well at the King Power. Got to put that in the sentence. We've done it. Good result. We are the biggest L in the Premier League. And I don't mean loss. I mean, as in a team beginning with L. That sounded horrific. Should have put it a bit better. Up to 10th. We have Liverpool in 5th next. I won't mind a Champions League little push now. We're off the bad form. Of course, that's me being optimistic. Look at the games we have left. Liverpool, Stade de Reims, West Ham, Crystal Palace, and then the busiest month I've ever seen in my life. This team has to be ready. The ratings are going up. I think Aronson will be at 80 soon. Bamford again. Rutter's already there. James is progressing. Really good progression in this group of lads that have got to all bundle together and give it their all throughout the winter. November, December, and January. Very difficult.